Hey YouTube, how's it going? Dan the Plastic Man here. I hope you guys are doing well. I've been running ragged since the last video I shot for you guys. I know I haven't even done a plastic reflex, but what I'm going to be doing is I'll be doing a double episode this coming Sunday. With work around the Christmas schedule and then school, things have just gotten a bit overbearing for me, so I'm very glad that I got to do this review for you guys. But over the next week, I'm just going to warn you guys, there's probably not going to be a video every other day as I try to do. I'm going to do my best, but no guarantees, okay? So with that little announcement out of the way, let's take a look at the high-grade G-Bouncer. Now, I will say, straight from the beginning, I really enjoyed building this guy. I'm going to move him closer. Let you guys see him as he spins around. The all-white color scheme really works for me. Granted, it's not entirely all-white, but I was thoroughly amazed with all of the gray that was added. And there's only a couple places where I had to pull out my black Gundam marker just because I didn't want to use the stickers. I nearly fell out of my chair because the cat's trying to jump on the chair. That would have been bad. But anyways, as you guys can see, we get a very good representation of the G-Bouncer here when you get it all put together. So, how do things work for articulation? Let's take a look. The head is on your typical double ball joint polycap. So, that is actually all the way up. My screen is glazing over, so I'm going to show that. I'm going to move that just a little bit. But this is all the way up. That is all the way down. You can get a funky chicken, but side to side with this guy is very, very limited. Now, I don't know if it's just mine or what, but yeah, side to side, that's about it. The shoulders will rotate 360, and then they will come up. I'm going to get the shield out of the way just because it's only on a peg. It doesn't pivot at all. See that? No pivot out of the shield. So the arm without the shield will come that far up using both the shoulder joint there and then the polycap pivot joint right here. There is a there's a swivel at the bicep, and then there's a double bend at the elbow. It's not a 180, but it's pretty decent. And then the wrist will, of course, wiggle. It's just a ball joint and a polycap. And then this part right here, this cuff, can be rotated. The torso has a decent ab crunch to it. Not a great one, but not bad. The skirts can be separated, so they're coming up out of the way. The back skirts cannot be separated, but they do come up and get out of the way. And then the side skirts will get out of the way. Oh my gosh, my cat is so inquisitive. The hips will move side to side. They will rotate. And then the legs will come out for nearly full splits. But with all the skirting armor getting out of the way, that is your forward kick, which is quite shocking in all honesty, just because of this huge piece of armor here. Now, coming back, though, is a completely different story. I'm going to get to the backpack in a minute. You know what? For the time, just for this time being, this, which can actually be transferred to other age kits, believe it or not, is coming off. So there is the leg all the way back, and once again, crash all the way forward. So here's the knee bend as the side skirt pops off. Don't worry, I mean, with polycap setups like that for side skirts, it's not a deal breaker, and it's not something that, you know, is a rare occurrence as well. So there's the knee bend. Looks kind of funky in all honesty, because these are the legs off the Age 1 Sparrow. And then you've got this, on the Sparrow, that's a needle gun, or I think that's what they call it, but they never mention the G-Bouncer having this weapon, so it's kind of superfluous. And then down here on the ankles, you've got side to side. On the feet, you've got front and back. You cannot collapse the foot at all. So now that he's done looking somewhat ridiculous in his posing. Let's get him back on the stand, get everything squared up. Come on. Bring the camera back up. Okay, now for the quote-unquote articulation on the backpack. The biggest piece of the articulation is going to be opening these extra go-go thrusters right here. And it's just lots and lots of thrust, lots of speed. This thing was designed for hauling the mail. Plug that back on. There we go. And he should be able to fully stand without, no issues as far as weight. So I was going to turn my turntable on, but I'll just spin him around here. Now, I told you guys that I used use my Gundam marker instead of using the stickers. There's a couple spots where they want you to use stickers, and they provide them. But I was like, you know what? No. So the black sections here behind this crossbar, that's me using my painting markers. I used a little bit of black in here in the head because they give you a sticker, but I just went in and outlined the eyes so that I could just use the piece itself. And then right back here, it's not as clean as I would like it to be, but I filled in both of these spots right here. Still trying to get the exact hang of using these new markers of mine. The old ones are kind of drying out, that's why I had to get some new ones. But they're not the fine point that I'm used to. So, accessories. Biggest accessory right here in the hand is the Dodds rifle. Even though I'm just going to call it a beam rifle. Comes with a sticker for the scope. Let's see. 1, 2. There's a third piece right here that is a peg for mounting it on the back skirt. The clamp piece right here that locks... Well, actually, no. The trigger has this piece already on it. You just clamp it in the hand and close it over that. And then the barrel. So 5 pieces of plastic for the rifle. You've got 2 saber hilts that are captured here in the side skirt. They're a bit of a bear to get out. Unless you pop one of the skirts off and then come at it from behind and underneath. There we go. And then you would just insert the standard flat saber blade that you get with all the age kits and the 00 kit, and some of the 00s that, like Exia, that would have that. And then the other main accessory is this shield with the Shigeru blade on it. So that just disconnects. There's a tab there, slot in the handle, and it would just drop into the hand. And that just plugs here on the cuff. The only thing I wish that was different about this kit is that this shield had a little bit of rotation. But other than that, as with just about every single other age kit I've built, I've loved it. I truly enjoyed the build of this guy. So how big... I may as well do a size comparison. I got more than enough high grades over here to compare them to. Let's see. Let's go for the exact opposite end of the color spectrum. Oh my gosh, this cat is rooting around like nobody's business. But yes, there it is compared to an Origin Zaku 2. So it's a little bit taller, but if you bring in something like what I was originally planning on... Well, the plan is to get a couple more of these to do a kit bash. And I showed you the head of it when I did the unboxing, but I'll just drop the 1.5 in right there, and you can see the 1.5 is a much bigger suit. So it's about average. A little bit bigger than your typical Zeke Grunt, but there's a few other suits out there that are absolutely going to dwarf this guy as far as height. But I loved making this. I loved making this guy. That Zaku was amazing. Even though it's not from Build Fighters. Sorry, couldn't resist. But yes. Do I recommend the high-grade G-Bouncer? Absolutely. Pick it up. You will not be disappointed. I can't think of anything other than the fact that this shield doesn't have a swivel in it, I can't really think of anything that could have made this kit better. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like, subscribe to me, leave me some comments. I love reading comments. I love getting to know you guys. We've still got the 500 subscriber giveaway going on. So, we've actually gained quite a few subs since I posted that video, and I want to take this moment to welcome every new person to the channel and to the community. I am very thankful that all of you are here, and I look forward to being able to provide more content for you guys. Like I said, because of my school schedule and the way my work is going, this next week or two is probably going to be a little light, so don't leave the channel. Don't start bailing on me. Don't think I've gone away from you guys. I will get you guys as much material as I can. Plus, I know there's going to be a pretty big mail call coming up fairly soon, so that is definitely something to keep your eyes out for. So take care of yourselves, guys. You guys are the reason I do this. So let's keep our community growing. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you at the next one. Bye-bye.